Welcome back. Previously, we were discussing about the theoretical aspects of accounting for management. So, let us continue with the topic. Previously, we were discussing about the tools and techniques of management accounting, and we have almost discussed completely the four main tools under management accounting. Let us discuss the final tool, that is prescriptive tools. The prescriptive tools provide a number of different possible actions to and guide them towards a solution. These provide answer to what should we do to solve a particular problem. That is a main logo regarding prescriptive tools. In short, there are all about providing advices and solutions. That is the concept of prescriptive tool. In simple terms, it means providing suggestions or solutions. Important prescriptive tools are financial planning, revaluation accounting, marginal costing, decision accounting, and finally responsibility accounting. So let us discuss in each. First one, financial planning. Financial planning is the act of deciding in advance about the financial activities necessary for the concern to achieve its primary objectives. It includes determining both long-term and short-term financial objectives of the enterprise, formulating financial policies, and developing the financial procedure to achieve the objectives of the organization. That is the main concept under financial planning. And regarding revaluation accounting, the management accountant through these techniques assures the maintenance and preservation of the capital of the enterprise. And how it is happening, it brings into account the impact of change in the prices on the preparation of the financial statements. So I hope you know what is meant by revaluation accounting, and management accounting uses that part of revaluation accounting in decision making. Next one, marginal costing. We have learned in detail the concept of marginal costing, its theoretical and methodological aspects. Also, in general, marginal costing is a technique used to fix the selling price, or it helps in selection of a best sales mix, or it helps in the best use of scarce raw materials or resources, and it helps in whether to make or buy decisions and many other activities that helps the organization in decision making. So all these applications of marginal costing in business is based on fixed cost and variable cost as well as contribution. In short, marginal costing provides advice on a number of problems, because we have learned in detail the application of marginal costing in decision making in the BCom sessions. So just go through all those points. So next one, decision accounting. Decision making is the core function of top management, and we all know that. For this purpose, the technique of decision accounting is used in management accounting. Decision making involves a choice of best possible option from various alternatives. Decision accounting considers financial implications of each alternative course of action and enables the management to select the best course of action. That is the concept of decision accounting. And finally, responsibility accounting. This is an accounting system that holds each manager responsible for their activities and costs which are under his or her direct control or his or her center. It is an accounting system of control where responsibility is assigned for the control of cost. If the centers are related to cost, it will be related to cost. If it is related with profit, then it will be related to profit. Or if it is related to investment, it will be related with investment. So accordingly, actions are maintained so as to achieve the effective operations of the business. So these are the major tools or techniques used in the management accounting system. So just go through all these techniques. Apart from that, there will be more techniques. Try to identify more tools and techniques that come from the management accounting. So let us go to the next area. Skills required for management accountant. Today, the job of management accountant has become more complex because the business is working in an extremely dynamic business environment. So it is up to the management accountants to study and analyze the extremely dynamic environment and work accordingly. Naturally, the job of the management accountant will become more complex. In order to discharge his duties and works well, he must have acquired certain skills. That's quite natural. Following are the important skills required for the management accountant. Let us discuss in detail what are the main skills required by a management accountant. First and foremost is a predictive skill. Previously, management accountants were more involved with data, presentation and analysis. But recently, with the introduction of artificial intelligence and extremely dynamic business environment, machine learning techniques and artificial intelligence, all these led to the change in the nature of management accounting. According to the change in the business situation and the environment surrounding the management accountant, he is now expected to understand the business deeply and predict the impact of various factors on the business operations. Today, it makes more sense for a management accountant to be futuristic in his dealings rather than just analyzing the numbers in hindsight. By the term hindsight means the wisdom to identify and act accordingly. Thus, today's management accountant must possess predictive skills. That is an inevitable skill when compared to the skills required by a management accountant, because management accountant is working in a dynamic external business environment. Next one is numerical skills. Numerical skills is a basic skill needed for a management accountant. He must have ability to understand, analyze the numerical information and to make right conclusions and decisions. He should be able to understand the relationship between numbers, because he will be always dealing with numbers, facts and figures. Besides, he should have the ability to organize information, argumentation and logical thinking. Apart from that, he should have proper calculation skills, measurement and detailed data analysis. So this is the next skill which is required by management accountant. Next one, communication skill. We have learned the term communication in multiple areas under management accounting. So management accountants are not just expected to work on data, but also communicate the insight that they derive out of it to the other business. They must be able to do the storytelling and build a premise for the data. Hence, the communication skill is an important essential skill required by the management accountant, because his presentation of the information is the main factor that influence the management in taking decisions. Only on the basis of his communication skill, the management can identify and understand the relevance of the various information or data. Next one, creative skill. Management accountants are expected to be flexible enough to fit into multiple roles, because they have to play the role of a financial analyst, at the same time a data analyst, as well as a business manager who understand the commercial viability of the projects. Today, it is a need of the hour that a management accountant is able to churn multiple ideas, build hypotheses and test the business case from strategies and advise the management to take corrective actions on a real-time basis. So apart from the above mentioned skill, he has to be very creative in implementing his abilities. Next one, sound technical skill. We all know we are living in a very disruptive technology. Each day marks the beginning of advancement in technology. The technologies keeps on evolving and updating. So a management accountant needs to remain relevant in the organization. He must have the ability to adapt well to the changing technologies. Technical skill refers to the ability and knowledge to use a variety of technologies to achieve the objectives of the business. In short, it is the ability to work with tools and specific techniques. The technical skill of the management accountant plays a key role in deciding the quality of the information presented by him, because all the decisions is made depending upon his presentation. Being able to handle automated process, knowledge of the business analyst, programming language, etc. are some of the basic requirements from a modern management accountant. Not only business analyst and programming language, he has to be well versed with the present existing technical advances that works around a business environment. So he has to be well versed with all the technical aspects relating to the business. Next one, people management skill. People management skill means management accounts do not work in isolation. They interact with a large number of people. It may be internal as well as external, or it may be with the teams across organizations and spearheads their own teams. Hence, he is supposed to have a proper people management skill or a human or interpersonal skill. This is natural because he has to deal with a number of persons, so he should have a interpersonal skill. This skill refers to the ability to interact or work with people. That is of great importance, because this is the ability of the making use of human potential. By using those potential that can be directed towards the betterment of the organization. It can be done only through the people management skill. Next one, analytical skill. Analytical skill refers to the ability to identify the key variables in a situation. That is, management accountants gather quantitative data from balance sheets, income statements, and statement of cash flow to measure the performance of various business activities. By analyzing the revenues and expenses across business activities, management accountants can determine ways to budget and spend funds to maximize profits or reduce costs. These accountants can also use financial data to help forecast fiscal requirements for approved operational initiatives. Hence, we can say management accounts requires analytical skills also, because it is of integral role in the molding of management accountant. Next skill, time management skill. The main time management ability are setting goals, prioritizing the goals, creating a schedule, using optimization tools, making lists, breaking large tasks into smaller tasks, setting up a to-do list, timetables, schedules, etc. For making list of tasks and goals, time management is very important, because all these activities have to be coordinated and integrated, and all these have to be completed within the stipulated time. Only through a proper time management skill all these actions can be effectively implemented. Even though these are the major skills required by a management accountant, still there are number of skills that has to be there in every management accountant, such as conceptual skill, diagnostic skill. We all know conceptual skill is a knowledge and the ability for abstract thinking and formulating ideas, whereas diagnostic skill refers to the ability to visualize the best response to a situation. Thus, organization skill, project management skill, and many other skills are required by management accountants so as to work effectively and efficiently, which ultimately relates to increase in the performance of the organization and finally raising the wealth of the owners. So just go through all these skills. Apart from that, try to identify more skills. There are a number of skills required by the management. These are the major skills that must be possessed by every accountant. Try to identify more skills. We will discuss about the further cases in the next sessions.